clean. It's 2016, and today I have everything. I live in the country with flat grass. Our house is white, green, and orange. Finally, the pleasure of having things all to myself has arrived. Nobody else on my bus has a tablet, phone, and the newest Nintendo 3DS. My closet is full of baggy white tops, which contrast well with my fortunate skin tone, according to my mother. I'm jealous, she'd say. People pay for what you were born with, she'd tell me, a thought she'd follow with turning on the news. We have a few cars now, but whenever Stan is home, my sister and I enjoy walking along the paved back roads in our neighborhood with him. He taught us how to pick up garbage, and it's become fun to clean the plastic-filled gutters that lined our streets. Mom approves, yet acts contrary when it comes to cleaning up. But I am young, and I want to believe in her. Years back, I still lived with her and my dad. Our white duplex was tainted with age, and the black undercoating fought flake by flake to be seen. Its grass fit, allowing me the chance to become a football player as I always wanted. The cement stairs lowered us to our downfall, where we resided underneath the neighbors. Beetles snuck through the fallen leaves on the stairs that held hints of chlorophyll. They'd reached the gap beneath our back door-looking front door, which was just large enough for me to push them in a few inches back outside. I was inside reading Dr. Seuss, who told of an orange man with ridiculous blonde hair and who was our savior. He cared about everything and everyone, but mainly trees. They weren't always replaceable and should be appreciated. Freedom was so important to him, and I guess he thought the trees deserved freedom as well. He looked like my hamster in stature and color. I'm sure they'd agree with each other on a lot. After all, his name was Pumpkin, which could be found anywhere and everywhere, just like the trees. Not him, though. He was there with us. Pumpkin seemed like such a cool creature. He'd run around his cage, nibbling on anything we'd drop inside. I could never tell if he was bothered with anything, as he'd run on his will every day, no matter how he was feeling. Mom wouldn't let me take him out of his cage as much as I wanted to. But when I could, I would try to cup him in both hands with just enough room to move. Usually he'd bite me, but I didn't mind. He felt like a warm cotton ball, and I loved him. My sister might have enjoyed him even more than I did. She was younger than me and much more clueless, as she'd grip him by his waist as if he was slippery. A few squeaks and bites, and my mom would take him away from us. We weren't careful enough, according to her, but he was fine. Eventually, we found some alone time with him. It was a day when he seemed a little tired and where he didn't enjoy our company as much. He'd maneuver around in his cage, narrowly dodging our hands until he took a water break, and we found a chance to grab him. His tiny bites and scratches seemed more persistent this time and annoyed us a bit, so my sister found a small tin container to carry him in, just big enough for wiggle room. Seeing how angry he was with us, we started having him interact with our toys. One in particular that he liked was my sister's Barbie mansion. He ran inside and wouldn't come out. We tilted and shook the house many times. Still, I had to reach inside and drag him out. My sister grabbed him, holding him tighter than a real squeaky toy. His peeps were fast and long now, urging us to close the door so Mom wouldn't hear. She dropped him back in the container, and we all danced in excitement. We sang Disney songs aloud, skipping around the room in circles. Soon after, our mom called us out for food. When my sister opened the container, we saw him lying there. His arms and legs were scrunched into his tiny chest, where his face was burrowed as well. She grabbed him, and we poked him a bit to wake him up, but he was still. We brought him out to Mom to see what she thought. Immediately, her eyes rose with anger and concern. She held and messed with him a bit, holding her finger on his chest, all while repeatedly asking us what we did. We were just playing with him, my sister proclaimed many times. She started to cry and contagiously saddened me as well. I grew flustered. My eyes watered and I balled my fists. Why me, I'd ask myself. Inside the room, his cage mocked me with its presence. The whole life of my pet all right there, all for nothing. I lifted its wire handle and prepared to swing it across my room. A quick realization paused me, and I spun with the momentum of the cage as to not spoil his remnants any further than I already had. We can always get another one.